Hello everyone and welcome to the video. Today we'll be talking about war elephants. Now, seemingly the first recorded use of elephants in warfare seems to have been in India during the 4th century BCE. After this first use of elephants for warfare, the concept seems to have spread east and west. Now, generally, the first time that war elephants have been encountered by Europeans is accepted to have been by Alexander during his conquest of Persia. During the Battle of Gaugamela, he encountered war elephants for the first time. However, they did not take active part in the battle. Now, the first time he actually took active combat against elephants was during the Battle of Hispades, where he faced approximately 100 war elephants. They proved to be exceptionally terrifying, capable of going through the seemingly impenetrable Macedonian phalanx. Interestingly, these war elephants had iron spikes attached to their tusks to make them even more deadly. Other than that, war elephants have historically been used by other factions such as the Carthaginians, the Romans, etc. Now, there were two species of elephants that have been used for warfare, those being the now extinct North African war elephants and the Asian elephant. The primary difference is that the North African elephants were smaller and more difficult to train, generally less useful for combat. Now, other than just straight up charging through any sort of opposition, elephants were also quite useful as they had many tools that could improve their combat potential. One of these was armor. It seems to have been most commonly used in India and could be made primarily out of mail, primarily out of plate, with a combination of plate and mail, possibly with a combination of scale armor. So, generally, elephant armor improved their already incredible ability at tanking damage due to their thick hides. It wasn't just armor, however, that allowed elephants to be very effective in combat. They could also use numerous types of weapons to improve their combat potential. One of the most common ones was the use of a tower on larger elephants, allowing archers to have a better vantage point to shoot at opponents. Other than that, India also seems to have still led in elephant warfare for the majority of history. As such, we see some quite interesting weapons appearing from India, one of which was the use of a sort of enlarged crossbow type weapon, similar to a scorpion, although slightly larger, almost like a ballista, that would be used off of elephants as sort of fueled artillery. And not only that, but there were other cool weapons encountered in India, such as Tusk swords, which were, as the name suggests, swords attached to tusks, allowing for them to deal much more damage. I have even heard of essentially what can be best described as elephant flails, just large iron balls attached to chains that elephants were trained to use with their trunks, swinging them around like a war flail. I haven't found any image of them, and I've only seen them mentioned a couple of times. However, I am willing to assume it's a thing because it's just too cool to ignore. Elephants and firearms have generally had a fairly poor relationship, as firearms have been the leading cause of war elephants dropping out of favor. However, during the early age of gunpowder weapons, early gunpowder weapons such as culverins were sometimes used off of war elephants, making it quite interesting. However, in modern times, war elephants don't really appear, as they are too vulnerable to modern-day firearms. Even a machine gun can quite easily take down an elephant. Generally, in World War I, they were used as pack animals. However, they don't see any use as pack animals anymore. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. If not, I will give my war elephant nice big tusk swords to impale you with.